Hello, listeners. It is Orly, and I am back with Dottie, and we are back for another week of Seeds of Success. And Dottie, a few weeks back, we had a guest, and guess what? They didn't get scared away, and they are back to join us again. So, Dottie, do you want to introduce our guest today?
Yes, absolutely, I do, Orly. Yeah, and you're right. I'm happy. We're doing something right, right? Today we have Mike Cannington. Hi, Mike. How are you today?
I'm fabulous. Thank you guys for having me back.
Oh, you are quite welcome. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about Mike?
Sure. I am the director of sales and marketing for the Bowland and Headpins Entertainment Centers in Southwest Florida. I've been working for this company now for 15 years, and it's a ball, pun intended.
Yes, it absolutely is a ball. And it's funny you say that, Mike, because one of the things that we wanted to talk about today on our Seeds of Success is something that you do quite well, and that's community involvement and networking. And you do have fun with what you do. I can tell. I can tell when you speak about what you do, your tone of voice. I can tell that you are enjoying what you do, and it shows.
Yeah, well, thank you. I do. There are just so many opportunities for us in this world if we're willing to get out and meet and greet and shake hands and kiss babies. We're not politicians. We actually deliver things that work.
Yes, yes, you are so right. And the thing is, and Orly and I've had a couple of shows along these same lines before. I mean, the same thing. We want our employees to feel that same way. We want them to feel that same passion because, we are in a great industry where we are selling. We're selling fun. We're selling memories. We're selling family time together. And that's not something that a lot of people can say that they do, right? So we do have the opportunity to have fun with what we do.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. I mean, I firmly believe that we sell memories and we sell fun, right? And delivered in the right way, and when we're clicking and hitting all the cylinders, I mean, it's incomparable. Nobody else does what we do.
yes, you're so right. And you have really prided yourself in finding opportunities to get involved in the community, to, participate in things that are going on in the community, and more so to network. You sell fun. You sell the fact that you have been at that center and in your role for many, many years, and you have earned a reputation within your community and beyond, for that matter, of of delivering experiences that are spot on. And so when it comes to networking and community involvement, tell us a little bit about your feelings on that.
Well, I think it's imperative that we let the community know that we're around, right? And so we can't assume that everybody knows who we are. I mean, Headpins Fort Myers, for instance, has been in existence now for 8 years. And so for the first 3 or 4 years, I was doing everything I could to get either myself or our team out and about throughout the community. And so we would do things from, elementary school teacher days to big events where we have two major league teams, the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins, at spring train here. And so we would try to get out and do things with them. We hosted fundraisers every spring for the Minnesota Twins. So, from the gamut, from little bitty community based things to massive big events, we try to find a way to get involved. And so it never hurts for someone to see our giant pen mascot, this 8 foot tall walking pen with the name Headpins on it, right? And so we go there and we just try to be where other people are and try to get them to say, hey, what is Headpins, if they don't already know.
Yeah, and I think that's a good point of getting out there because, sometimes when you reach out to people or let them know, hey, we're here, or hey, we want to help, or hey, can we come out to this event? They're sometimes surprised. We didn't know that you would actually want to come out and hang out with us. Or we didn't know that we could have your giant pen come out and talk to the kids, So sometimes you just have to reach out and not, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Someone says, no, we don't need you out there.
Yeah.
But, a lot
Yeah.
of times they're going to be excited to have you out there. So I think that's one thing. You can't be scared to reach out to the community and let them know that you want to be involved.
Right. We had for many years we had a food truck, and it was destroyed in Hurricane Ian a year or so ago. But for many years we used that food truck as another community outreach vehicle. Again, pun intended.
Mhm.
It was a vehicle that said Headpins, Boland, Nemo's, and we would use that in the community to go, anywhere and everywhere somebody wanted food served, we would go. And so, in a very non-traditional way, we weren't going after bowlers, we were going after people, and we were trying to find, if it was 10 people in a group or if it was 10,000 people, any way we could be a part of those processes and those events, we wanted to be visible and be there.
Yeah, and so many times bowling just isn't top of mind when they're looking to do a fundraiser or a corporate outing. We haven't completely gotten everybody to naturally think, "Oh gosh, I know a perfect place for that." But we're getting there, right? With more and
Right.
more exposure to bowling centers, people are starting to have bowling as top of mind for planned events. But the other thing, I'm sure driving around in that food truck, and with all the networking that you guys do, I would venture to say you've probably picked up employees that way too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's amazing when you're out in the community and people see people having fun at their job. Boy, who doesn't? I mean, nothing against morticians, but I mean, we have fun at our job. And so we want people to see that you can come experience, fun working atmosphere and enjoy it. So yeah, definitely, Dottie, that's a great point.
And I think
Yeah,
another thing too is people sometimes, especially younger kids, like when you go to these schools and get them to come out or you reach out to the school, let them know, hey, we can do your event here. Some of these kids at a younger age in some areas have never really bowled. And once it gets them out there, they have a blast and they come back with their family or they bring more people in, so it's always helping promote the center. And I think sometimes like teachers might know how fun it might be to bowl, but they don't quite think of that. So once they say, oh, that's a great idea for us to come out there. And then they come out and they have a blast. I've had many times where teachers like, oh my gosh, we want to schedule again next year. Hey, remember us last year? We came here. Like they loved it. They want to do it again. We want to keep coming back here every year. So it definitely, it puts that in their head that they had a blast and that they know they want to keep coming back. And that keeps your center, keeps you busy.
Yeah,
yeah. The other
100%. I mean, the repeat business is an awesome thing, right? Once you prove
Yes.
that you can deliver, then, if I'm putting on an event somewhere and a vendor that can come in and do what they say they're going to do, why wouldn't I want to keep them coming back?
You are 100% right. And, along the same lines of that, it's important that we do have networking opportunities and we do participate in events that are for children because, folks, that's our tomorrow customer. Plus, like Orly said, they bring their family in, they're excited about bowling, and we want to get them in our customer journey, and we want them to be our customer for a long time. And when you deliver great events, that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, and look, I mean, one of the challenges I think most operators finds is I can barely staff my center at this point, right? How can I even begin to think about going outside? With proper planning, with asking your staff members if they'd be willing, because listen, a lot of them want to get out of the bowling center and go do other things. So with proper planning and not trying to overdo it, not be a million places at once, but pick and choose one or two events a month, either where you go out to them or you ask them to come in. I happen to be on the board of directors of our local chamber of commerce, right? We do 4 events a year that the chamber comes to our center to do, and they're
Very nice.
bringing me new customers every
Yes.
time. Yeah. And so, just be strategic about it. Plan. Again, you can't do this stuff
Yeah.
haphazardly. You got to be planning these things so that you can give yourself the greatest shot at success.
Yes. And, I think that's the one step that's the hardest is actually sitting down and taking that time to properly plan. And once
Mhm.
you have your plan in place, then you need to make sure that you are executing that plan. And that's a key part when you are planning your marketing is
Yes.
that one step, and that is planning. Don't wait till the week before and say, oh gosh, you know what, I'll put something out on the monitors and something on social media. Your results are not going to be there.
Yeah.
If
I
you
mean, half
properly,
in, half out. Right. Right.
yes, Yes.
Well, I would always tell people, if you've never done it before, to me, the easiest first step into this community outreach program is to join your local Chamber of Commerce. They put on a number of events every month, and you can either go to their events or, one of the events that we do is just called Business After Five. It's a 1.5 hour to 2 hour social. And they come in and we give them some food samples and a free drink. And it's just the easiest way to get new people in your facility, because you
Yeah,
can't assume everybody knows who you are and what you deliver.
I agree with that. And they're fun because, you're a people person, right? And
Yeah.
you get to meet new people. You get to show your center, and those are really fun. And you can get others involved in that as well. So I think that's a great approach to it. So
Yeah.
Orly, what do you think? Are you excited? Do you want to go out and network today?
Oh, I'm always ready to go out and network. I mean, I like to be able to spread the word about whatever I'm working on. And I mean, I like to show my face as much as possible. I know people probably get tired of it, but I'm like, wherever I can be, I'm going to be. I want to be out there with
Oh,
people.
Orly, you're a good looking man. Nobody gets tired of your face. Come on.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
He's my
buddy.
sidekick. He has to keep me straight. And let me tell you, Mike, you know that all too well. That's a big
Yeah,
job.
that's a big job. Dottie the Dangerous.
I am dangerous, but you know what? I love to dabble in all kinds of things, and that's what keeps this industry so exciting for me. So, Mike, I can't tell you how much we appreciate you being on the show. Viewers, if we're lucky, we're going to be able to have Mike on again. He is just such a wealth of information, and they do so many things right there at the Headpins group. And for that, we want to tap into his knowledge and his experience as many times as we can. So if you get tired of us, Mike, we get it.
Never, never, never.
We appreciate you spending time today with us, and certainly the message was great. So we encourage everybody that's listening today, don't be afraid to take that first step. Get involved with your community. Definitely get involved with your Chamber of Commerce. Definitely have fun with what you do, and make sure that your employees are having fun as well, because it shows all over you. It shows in your voice. Even though you guys can't see us here today, I would think that you're able to tell by our voices today that we love what we do. And so don't be afraid to try it. The only way you're going to be able to take that first step is to actually plan to do it and make it happen. Listeners, thank you for joining us today. Mike, again, thank you so much. You guys continue to listen. If you have not subscribed on your favorite podcast platform, please do so. And also share these episodes with the rest of your teams. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time on Seeds of Success.